And welcome back to the Don't Make This Weird podcast. I'm your host, Tony. That's right. And if my calculations are correct, unless I'm a day off, Heather should be well on her way to Wiener Island. So you guys got me. And I was scheduled to have a guest host. I don't know where he's actually at. So we're going to attempt to fix what is going on with my microphone. I don't like any of it. What is that? Let's fix that. Is that better? There we go. All right. So let's get these links shared out. You guys are in chat over there. Say hello. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm going to get these links shared out, and then I will get into my week because it has been an absolutely crazy week. Stupid hot, all kinds of dumb things outside. And yeah, that's just how that works when you live in Michigan, because apparently Michigan did not get the notification that in the wintertime you freeze everything and in the summertime you sweat everything out. So it's not exactly Florida humid, but it's stupid humid in the summertime, and then your sweats and all of that fun stuff. But I will get into that in a minute, just trying to get the rest of these links shared out. If you guys are in chat, go ahead and share those links out to your social medias. I would appreciate that so very much. And that's a great way of staying in shape and helping the channel out for free. So I appreciate that. What is going on over here? All right, there we go. Yeah, so my week consisted of, well, obviously, we did the podcast last week. We talked about all kinds of fun stuff. If you guys tuned in, you missed it. Go back and watch the show. They're literally all on YouTube. Here we are. Yeah, did Guitar Fridays, which was an absolute blast. So had all of that. And then did Suck My Deck on Monday, which was great. Had an absolute blast with that. How is it going over there? What is it? Hold on. Shadows In. How's it going over there on Twitch? Appreciate you. I don't know what the hell is going on. There we go. How's that? Is that better? A little bit more. For some reason, the gate was cranked up, and I'm not sure why. But whatever. We got it fixed now. So there we go. Yeah, it was really fun. We did a SMD with myself, Brandon, and Melissa. And as usual, Melissa punched us in the face repeatedly, because that's what she does. Because she's an incredible Magic player. She's actually over there in the studio. I think she's trying to check for holes in her eyelids or something, because she's had a very long week. I don't know if she's sleeping or whatnot. She's probably going to wake up and kick my ass or something. I don't know. But yeah, no, that was an absolute blast. We didn't do Rule of Cool because someone had to take care of some stuff. And yeah, apparently that's all taken care of now. So loud love to you, Brian, a.k.a. Baron Von Kuhn, the legendary DM. And of course, we didn't get the chance to do the jerks on Wednesday because everybody is ramping up for a Wiener Island, as my co-host constantly talks about, because that's apparently the name of the place, is Wiener Island, according to Heather. So if you're listening, love you guys. Hopefully your flight lands safely. I think it was today. Maybe it's tomorrow. I don't know. Somebody never sends me the memo, so I have no idea what's going to go on. She's going to wake up in hot too. That would not surprise me. Yeah, she's one of those hot too girls. But yeah, I saw that on Instagram this morning. I was laughing my ass off, which was funny enough. So my daughter Madison is actually back home now. Through a series of unfortunate events for her, but fortunate events for her being able to come back home. So she's safe home. But no, it was great. She's like, Dad, have you seen this stuff on Instagram? And I'm like, yeah, what's up? So she shows me this and we're fucking cracking up laughing. She's like, ain't those the kind of girls that just make dads proud? And I'm like, yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, definitely proud. She's like, I'm so glad I'm not that kind of girl. I was like, well, that we can thank the internet for that, honey. So, no, she's awesome. I love her. She is killing it. Like, holy shit. That girl knows how to hustle. No joke. It was funny. She gets here. She gets all of her stuff moved here. And the first thing she says to me the next day, she's like, Dad, can I borrow your bike and go cruise town? And just like exercise and do some stuff. And I'm like, yeah, go ahead. That's what it's there for. So if you guys know anybody or has a bike that y'all don't ride or don't use anymore, I will be more than happy to take it off of your hands because that way me and my girl can go for a ride around the bike trails and stuff around here. Because, yeah, it's really awesome. She's been stealing my bike and adjusting everything. And I'm like, damn it. So now I have to readjust it all. But, I mean, it is what it is. It's my daughter. I love her to pieces. So, yeah. And it's just been really interesting because we've been cooking again together. And, like, we do stuff on the grill. And she'll whip something up. She made, oh, God, what was it the other day? She did potatoes, like creamy chicken or something like that. And then threw in, I think it was like some spicy peppers or something. And oh my God, that shit was so good. And then we did a barbecue the other day. And I want to say it was like Father's Day or something. We did some steaks and just like smashed some amazing food. And then, of course, just like our regular run-of-the-mill day, like today, I was like, I'm hungry. I think I'm going to smash a burger or something. She's like, yeah, I'll take one too. So, of course, this is how I made the burger. I literally took the burger, thawed it out, and then chopped up some fresh garlic, threw a bunch of fresh herbs and spices into it, and then cut up a serrano pepper, threw the whole thing in there, and then sprinkled it with some extra sharp cheddar cheese, made those into patties, tossed that on the grill, and oh my God, was it amazing. And then my girl later treated me to Kretschke's and some bomb-ass jambalaya. Thank you again, darling. So, yeah, I ate real good today. Not going to lie, but it was good shit. So, yeah, it's nice having my girl home so I can go through and cook and have absolutely amazing food. We're going to pop over here because for some reason my chat is not working. And I'm hoping that you guys are able to see this. If you guys are in chat, please say hello. Let me go over here to the restream. Yes, I need to go live. Why are you not doing the thing?
I don't know.
Hey, there's Brandon. How you doing, buddy?
I'm all right.
Appreciate you.
A couple minutes. I've said something.
Are you supposed to be my co-host tonight? I don't know. I'm always the last one to get the damn memo. So there's that.
You weren't the last one to get the memo. I was.
Oh, God. This is great. Having tons of freaking issues. And none of it is working. All right, let me go over to chat real quick. Why is chat not working? Oh, God.
I threw up a
go away. Of course. Well, if I missed anything, guys, I'm sorry. Still trying to navigate all of this because for whatever reason, it is not wanting to work properly tonight. So thank you for bearing with me. I appreciate that. Bear with me for a couple of more seconds. What the heck is going on? Do the thing. Do the thing you like to see, yes. What is all of this? We're live on all these other chats, right? How's it going, weirdos? Brandon's chiming in over on YouTube. I should probably pull up YouTube for whatever reason. I mean, it's popping up over on Twitch, so there's that. Let me go over to YouTube, guys. What the heck's going on here? All right, hold on. Stand by while I get the things doing the things. All right. Let me know at least if we have sound.
Yeah, if you can, if you're working on that, I can just
check one.
Run
hey, there we go. Now we've got sound. All right. Okay. Well, all of that's working, so that's good. Things are doing the things, and yeah. So where was I? I don't remember. I was talking about how good it was to have my girl home and us catching up on stuff, which was great because today she was jamming in the living room. And I'm like, hey, let me jump up on there. So I jumped up on the drums and we jammed for a minute while I was cooking the burgers, which was great. So, yeah, got that hammered out, smashed some burgers. And it's cool because she's writing music. And I was like, hey, do this thing, then do that thing. And then she's like writing her own stuff with it. And I was like, this is fucking awesome. Like, I don't know if this is my process, but it was really cool to watch her process and how she was just picking the different tones of everything and like using the guitar that I was like, hey, if you learn, you know, X, Y, and Z, the guitar is yours. Like, here's your inspiration, run with it. So she's using like all my old gear, which is, it's so funny. So I had this Korg, what is it? GX dash A7 or some shit like that. It was literally a digital processor. And I used this thing. God, this was like my backline for freaking ever, where I just plug it in and go. And like this thing took me all over the place. Like I used it, beat the snot out of it, the whole entire 9 yards. So then I ended up getting the RK5 fly rig, which was the Richie Kotzen design, which is such a good piece of gear. Like if you can get one, get one. Don't play around, get it done. But yeah, so she's using like all my old gear. The Ibanez, she loves Ibanez. Yay, score one. That's parenting done right. And like she got her own drum kit. She's doing all this stuff and just killing it. Like I love it because, you know, there's nothing better. And I'm not saying all this to dote on my daughter. I'm not saying all this to go, oh yeah, hey, my daughter's better than anybody else. I'm saying this because it's the next generation and they're being inspired. They're doing the catharsis of playing music and fucking around and finding out. I love the fact that I can literally watch my daughter and my godson, who's visiting this week, which is really cool, jam in the living room. Like the drums are set up in the living room right now. The guitar amp, the little effects pedal is set up in the living room, and they're literally writing music together. It's not that good, but you know what? You got to start somewhere. Like Dave Grohl had this great quote. He said, get in the garage and suck for 6 months. Because if you stick to it at the end of 6 months, you're not going to suck as bad as you did when you started 6 months ago. And that's what I love about that, is inspiring the next generation to get in and figure out how to play their instrument and then figure out how to play their instrument better. And then eventually get good enough to go out and do gigs and do this stuff. Because being an entertainer is not an easy gig. It's never been an easy gig. I've been doing this for, God. I want to say, well, I was 14 when I started playing, and I'm 47 now. So 33 years.
33 years, yeah.
33 years of doing this stuff. And like I cut my teeth with some incredible musicians, musicians that I still know today, that I've had the honor and the privilege to jam with. And it's amazing because now they see, here's this, snot-nosed punk kid that was just trying to tune his guitar. And now I'm welcome into the ranks and playing with these guys that were doing this stuff because they were the older guys. They were, some of them were 5 years, some were 10 years older than me. And they're like, hey, kid, you want to learn how to do it? This is how you do it. And, of course, back when I was doing this stuff, it was the middle of the 90s. So you're catching all of this great stuff. Like I grew up in the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s, but I didn't start playing guitar till I was 14. So do the math. It was absolutely amazing to watch these guys play. And then to be invited every once in a while to come on stage and play with them, and then getting to know other bands, and then being able to be one of the roadies because you could generally drink for free. And, well, you could hang out with the band. So that was part of the process. So it's like a weird cross section of I'm not a groupie, but I'm not that great of a roadie when I first started out. And now, now I'm the guy on the stage playing the guitar. Like there's a succession of all of this stuff. And, you got to pay your dues. There's no just jumping in and going, yeah, I got this. I can do all this stuff. No, you got to get in there and you got to earn your keep. You got to, learn how to load gear in, learn how to load gear out, and this stuff, man, there's no training ground better than going out on the road with a band, being an absolute nobody. And the next thing you know, you're learning how to put on a show. You're learning how to tune a whole back line of guitars. You're learning how to fix problems that come up. There's no such thing as too much gaff tape. There's no such thing as too many batteries. There's no such thing as learning how to solder in the dark because you're between the songs and the bass player's taking a solo or the drummer's taking a solo and your guitar slightly caught on fire and you have to go back out on stage 5 minutes later. So you're praying to God that the soldering iron is literally fired up so you can resolder this thing because your guitar is falling apart because you've beaten the snot out of it, 7 days in a row, 8 times a day. So it just...
Your guitar you're talking about, right?
Getting the ability to do that and to go play places with some of the most incredible musicians, in my humble opinion, that have ever existed. I'm telling you, man, if you want to learn how the world works, pick up an instrument, go, sing, play, go hang out with these people. They'll tell you some of the most incredible stories, and yet you will still just, holy cow. Let's see if Brandon's on there yet.
Yeah, I've been on here.
Oh, shit. I didn't know it. There you are, Brandon. All right. Hey.
I've talked a few times.
I didn't even, like, for whatever reason, it didn't come through. Sorry, man.
You did not need to make me full screen.
Yeah. Oh, I'll make you full screen. There we go.
No. That's not necessary.
So yeah. Hey.
So how's your week been?
Wait a minute. Didn't we already do that part of it? Oh, good God. So how was your week, man? How's your week been, bro?
Oh, it's been a roller coaster.
Yeah. Brandon going full screen.
No, don't do that. Well, taking it from... Oh man, I'm trying to remember everything that's happened. I don't have a very good memory. I should take notes about what happens in my life just for these occasions. On Father's Day, I went golfing with a couple of my sisters.
Nice.
I was a good 7 or 8 hours outside. It's a lot of fun. It had me getting home real late though. So my girls had to put on their Father's Day play that they came up with for me the next day.
Oh.
Because it was so late.
How did that go?
It was interesting. Apparently, I both met my wife and had a kid with her by bumping into her.
That's good. That's exactly
Which
how
I
babies
guess
are
is
made, bumping into each other.
Kind of accurate.
God, don't you love their naivety?
Yes, thank the Lord. Yes,
Right.
very much so. I'd much rather them be naive than informed in this particular area.
Oh God.
And,
Ignorance is truly bliss in this department,
yes.
brother.
Yeah. And oh jeez, what let's see, that was Father's Day. Actually, now that it was the day before that.
Yeah.
Saturday was supposed to be like a daddy-daughter day with Leah, but because we were going to see Inside Out 2.
Nice.
We took Zoe as well. and my car crapped out.
Oh, Jesus. Again?
Right. No. This is when it happened. It crapped out right when we got to Lapeer.
Of course it
did. So instead of going to see the movie, we had to stand around and wait for my sister to come pick us up and get the vehicle towed. And then Sunday was Father's Day, like I said. That happened how it happened, and it's just been like lots of crap dealing with the car. Monday was nice. SMD was nice. I haven't been there in
a month
and a half.
Yeah.
It was nice to catch up. Nice to see you.
Yeah, it was.
It's just a bunch of shenanigans with the vehicle, but I happen to be cleaning out the vehicle in case, it's not going to be the vehicle anymore.
Right.
And I found my wedding ring.
Hey, there you go.
Which has been missing for like the last 5 months.
Where the hell was it, bro?
It was under Zoe's seat. Like under the whole car seat itself, like down on the floor, but like it was like behind one of the metal like braces that was holding the seat, that holds the seat in place.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I was like, I swear I've looked all under there.
Yep.
Like multiple times. Like multiple times in multiple months. Nothing. And then I'm just cleaning out the car just in case, it's not going to be the car anymore. And yeah, I moved the seat. Like I pulled the lever to have the seat come down so I could check behind it.
Yeah.
And that moved it forward. And when I pushed it back up, like it jostled, and then I see this come sliding out. I'm like, no, that's not what that is.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
It's exactly what it is. I was stoked. I came home. I'm like, you know what? If we have to get rid of that vehicle, I don't care. I don't care because I got you. I got this.
Right.
It's back.
Celebrate the small victories, brother.
You have to. I mean, because this has been. It's one of those things where, it doesn't like actually physically or financially affect your life, but it psychologically does.
Oh yeah, straight up.
And so like just the last several months, there's always been this thing in the back of my head like. It's you screwed up, you lost this. It's it doesn't feel right. Like I've been wearing my my army ring actually.
Yeah.
To like compensate because it felt weird to not have the ring on.
Yep. I get that all day long.
And it just like, I don't know. I was pretty over the moon about it.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
I was bummed. I started up Arena yesterday.
Yep.
But it didn't seem like there was any jerks going on. Probably because they're all on the way to the island, right?
Yeah, they're on the way to the Wiener Island.
I didn't even think about that, honestly. all last night, I was like, there was no talk of it. Why didn't anyone mention it in the text? Was there? Why aren't we having Magic Gaming jerks?
Yeah.
And literally just now talking to you, that's when I figured it out.
Yeah. Well, in part and parcel of that, apparently Jay's on a big science discovery. So him studying science, that takes you down multiple rabbit holes.
Yeah.
Because Jay and his science.
I'm not sure what's going on there. I guess I missed the joke on that.
Scroll back up through the bajillion text. You'll get context.
The weird thing is I tried scrolling up and like it only let me go back like 2 weeks.
Yep.
I can't. Apparently we say so much shit.
Yep.
That my phone is like, we gotta dump this. We need space.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's probably a few FBI watch lists that are just tuned into that group text of going, all right, what are these fuckers are gonna pop off? And we're gonna have to go fucking hot.
I know, like when me and my friend speak on the phone, whenever like we say anything that's like a trigger word, we're like, sorry, NSA, we're just joking. We don't mean anything by it.
Well, it's great. Like, I'll be working, I'll be doing something, like a few hours will go by. And I'll come back to the group text. And there's like something like 117 texts that I completely missed. And I'm like, too long, not going to read. Give me the cliff notes.
That's like me since the last time I looked at it. I just looked yesterday, and I'm like, I realized I haven't been on here in like a week. This is too much.
You probably had a few thousand texts you missed. Oh God, which was great because the other day, what was it? Me, Guy, and Jay were chatting on the text, the group text. And it was so funny because then Dave chimes in and he's like, 42 texts. That's it, guys. Really?
We're slacking.
And then just, of course, as usual, when someone says a number, we just like quadruple it, 4 times it, 5 times it, 7 times it, 10 times it. And just said like the phone cling, 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 cling. Just the stupid shenanigans that we're doing. Oh God!
The small things in life you got to savor, yeah.
Of course, yes, because like
having stupid conversations with friends.
A meme war at 3 o'clock in the morning is the most brilliant thing to do.
It's completely off topic. I was trying to remember when exactly is Tuscola-Palooza.
That would be July 20th. In fact,
July 20th.
I'm supposed to be getting. Oh shoot! I have to message Terry. We're supposed to be connecting up sometime to do a potential giveaway. I think I got to get all the details from her. But as usual, we're one of the sponsors for Tuscola-Palooza, and we are going to be there. We don't have a booth or vendor this year, but we are going to be there just having an absolute blast. So, yeah.
No vendor? Oh.
Well, normally Heather does the vending. She has a table and everything set up to where she does the whole dragonfly stuff. But since she's not having time because she's literally on her way, or she is there, I don't know. I didn't get a too clear time frame of what day she was leaving and what day she was arriving. So I don't know. She could have left like last Thursday after the show and went, fuck you guys, I'm out. And she could be there hanging with Jay or with Dave. Shit, I don't know. She could be like posted up on Guy's front lawn, like dropping a deuce in his mailbox or something. I don't know. I don't know what Heather does when she's not here live on stream with me.
That is not at all disturbing.
You're telling me, man, dude. Heather's the one that like she plays all sweet and innocent and naive.
Yeah, she's a deviant.
She's a total deviant. Like we are completely mild compared to the shit that Heather's done.
We try to rein in her madness as well.
A little bit, yeah. She's got all you guys fooled, so there's that.
She keeps forgetting the "don't" in the title, you know.
Yeah, there is that. I mean, I think that's the reason why she named that, because she's like, make this weird, and I'm like, no,
let's
don't
do that.
Don't just don't. Don't. Please don't.
Oh,
but yeah, she said she was going to let me know when she landed and she arrived safely. As you can tell, I have not got fuck all for a message yet. So I'm gonna actually hit her up after we get done with the chat and go, hey, where the hell are you at? Are you literally dropping a dump truck in Guy's lawn or Jay's lawn or Dave's lawn? Hell, she could be hanging out with Rudy right now, drinking double bastard ale.
She could actually be in the bushes outside your house right now. We don't know.
That tracks. Yeah, that tracks.
Because we haven't heard word one. It's like you figure we would be the ones to know.
I mean, you know, the fact that we're like co-hosts on the channel here, you would think she'd clue us in, but she's like, nah, fuck you guys. I don't care.
Hey, you guys, I'm getting out of here.
Right. Well, I mean, hey, she got an invite to Wiener Island along with the rest of us. The problem is the rest of us couldn't fucking get away.
So true.
Oh, man.
I don't know if I'm allowed to ask this or if there's something behind it. But why isn't Terry? Why isn't she with the? What's the name of the band?
Infamous Quick.
Infamous Quick. That's it.
Yeah.
Is that
basically just life happens, man? Dan stepped back in. He was the lead singer for Infamous Quick. Hey, just it is what it is, man. I mean, life happens. You know, sometimes. You just have to. I mean, like they're all still on great terms. Like there was no infighting and none of that stuff. No, they all love and respect each other. It's just life happens. Hey, how's it going, Sasha, over there on Facebook? Appreciate you tuning in. But yeah, I've been talking to her and she won't tell me anything. I'm like, come on, you have got to be jumping on stage and at least doing one song with these guys. And she's like, well, you know, there's a lot of stuff that you got to do for Tescolapalooza. And, you know, there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes, Tony. And I'm like, yeah, I understand that. Why aren't you answering my question? And, you know, it's Terry. Like, I know. I'm calling it right fucking now. Even if she's not telling me, I'm calling it right now. I know there's at least one song she's going to jump on stage with them. Mark my words, man. Like, to watch her jump up on stage and sing.
Maybe it's supposed to be a surprise.
I don't know. That's why I'm saying she's not telling me anything. So go over there and support Infamous Quick. Guys, if you want Terry to jump on stage, comment on their videos.
If she tries to distract you with like a plate of brachos or something,
mission accomplished.
It might be it. It might be a clue, yeah.
Well, hopefully,
instead of asking me questions,
hopefully, we'll be able to get Terry and Mary back in the studio so we can chit chat about that, because that was an absolute blast. Getting those guys live in studio. That's where the legendary Brachos was born.
Yeah.
You want to talk about that, Brandon? Go ahead. Full screen, buddy. Here you go.
Why am I full screen? Jeez.
Because you're telling the story of history of Brachos.
I'll call you back.
Was that code for fuck you, Tony?
No. That was someone calling. Let me just let them know I'm live right now.
Look at that. Talk about a big dick on the campus. Hey, I'm going to take this phone call and send a message while I'm live on a show.
Yep.
That's how that works.
I'm sure he'll get that.
Of course.
Whatever. So yeah, geez, it was during the show.
Yeah.
That she was talking about all these different kinds of things that you could do with like different ways to make brats, like putting the different stuff they put into them, the different mixes, and different stuff you could do with them.
Yeah, because they have some incredible flavors at the meat market.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to trying that out. I don't ever get over to town when it's open because I'm always over there in the evenings, you know?
Yep.
But maybe I'll just have you buy something for me and then I'll pick it up.
Yeah, what you need?
I'm thinking brachos. So
I'll have to remind Mary about that.
Yeah, you were doing a show. It was last year when you were interviewing them.
Yeah.
And she was talking about all this, all these different ways they like the different ways they prepare that they make the brachos, like the stuff that they'll put into them, different seasonings and blends and stuff, and the different things you could do with them. And one thing she mentioned was putting, cutting up brats and putting them over nachos and in this and that, adding this and that. And I think it was you that said, it's like, yeah, that sounds good. You should come up with a name for that. And she's like, yeah, that does seem like that should have its own special name. And I was just like, guys, why don't you just call them brachos? And like, when you say something in the chat, if someone's not actively looking,
yeah,
you gotta wait a couple minutes before there's a reaction.
Of course, yeah.
But yeah, they took off with that, and yeah, that's the end of the story. Nothing else happened with that.
No, it did, because fast forward to Tuscola-Palooza, that was the fucking best part.
That actually, that coming up with that name and putting that name in the chat somehow was justification to give me 2 free tickets to Tuscola-Palooza.
You were randomly selected by a very strenuous process of selecting winner.
It was a very strenuous process of, that was good, we should give him some tickets. And that was before I ever co-hosted on here.
Yeah. And you here you are. You're stepping up in the world, man.
Is it a step up or kind of like a lateral move? I don't know.
We'll put a pin in that and come back to that conversation.
No. Sorry. But no, I went. So we went to Tuscola-Palooza. I went and picked up my brother,
AKA the professor, the dollar store version.
He's the Temu professor.
The Temu professor. Oh God! I actually sent a picture to Jay about that when we were all sitting there, and I took a picture with you and your brother Brian. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, hey man, guess who I ran into? Brandon and the professor. And he's like, tell that fucker he owes me $50. I was like, that's a true Jay response.
Oh crap. Oh yeah. So fast forward to Tuscola-Palooza, he and I drove, I picked him up, we drove there, and we got to the gate, or rather the open drive where people happen to be standing on the side taking tickets, and Mary was there. She was one of the people there, and I was like, oh, I'll get to, I'll say something to her, But of course, she went to the car ahead of us, and some guy came over and took our tickets. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, here you go. And so he's like, okay, go on ahead. Once the car in front of us was gone, he's like, go on ahead. And I'm like, oh, well, dang it, I was going to, I started to drive past him, and I'm like, so I just rolled down my window and go, Mary, I gave you brachos. and Brian's like, what are you talking about? Did she need to go to the clinic? What's going on? I explained the situation to him, and so we roll up in there. We're having a good time, and did some drinking, and we hadn't really intended to do a lot of drinking, so we had only had like a couple of tall cans for each of us.
Which you guys got to ride the party bus to the store.
Yeah, we got to we rode the party bus with the owner of the property, who was a really nice guy, and it was a shame that he passed, because he seemed like a really sweet dude. He was like, when we got back, he's like, you can just put your drinks in the fridge in the garage.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know us from Adam. You're like telling us to go up in your house. And
incredibly sweet guy.
Yeah. And so I
you saw Mary again.
yeah. Like as we were pulling away, I saw like through the, like, there's a drive. There was another drive that you exit out of, and you could see just slightly see the other driveway, the in driveway through the tree. And we were walking to the bus, and I don't know what possessed me. I'm like, I don't think she heard me the first time. And I just screamed at the top of my lungs, "Man, get it, Joe!" And I got looks. I'm like, oh, I think maybe she heard me that time. And so we get back, and I don't know, hour later, she comes rolling up on like a golf cart or side by side or something.
Yeah.
And you pointed her out, and or I think you had said something to her, and
yeah,
that's when I was finally like, yeah, I gave you brachos. That was me. This feels awkward now that you're right in front of me.
See, that's the best part, because you're all passionate about it, rolling into the place, and then going to ride the party bus, and then when you're in person, you're like, I gave you brachos. Like, that's when you're supposed to be all animated and passionate. I gave you brachos! I gave you brachos! Holy cow. We got MTG Attitude in chat. Hey, boys. Flurry is here, getting ready to go to bed. How is it going, Boss Jay? One of the best tabaxis on the planet to play in D&D, I'm just saying. Boss Jay plays Angel. Fucking awesome character. Sasha, were you giving them a tip or an actual tip? Laugh out loud. That's a good question. Brandon, was there a tip involved in this Bracho incident?
No. I had just met her, so.
I mean, that's fair. Well, I mean, technically it would be just the tip if you just met her. So anyways.
That's messed up.
So you have to come back, because we still have to make more memories at Tuscolapalooza. And
I intend on making sure that the professor can be there again.
Hell yes. We got to make it an annual thing, man, because it's going to be amazing. But yeah, July 20th, guys, Tuscaloosa, they have a fucking amazing lineup of bands. Like, get out there, go check it out. Tuscaloosa.com or Facebook. You can hit them up. Obviously, guys, they'll be doing a ton of stuff out there. Raffles all day. They're just going to be having an absolute blast of bands. And they also have a side stage that the band last year is the same band this year. Holy shit, they blew it up. It was awesome.
Hey, if you want, I can ask if he wants to come join us.
Shit, yeah, bring him on. Let's do it.
Left, and he's on right now. I mean, he's on Discord right now. So
yeah, clackety those keys and see what's up. But yeah, it was an absolute blast at Tuscaloosa last year. And it's funny because I was going to this thing, God, 7, 8 years in a row. It was the Summer Rocks Festival. And it was invite only because it was at Eric's place. And there was a ton of fucking bands. And we were always hanging out. Like, my kids grew up more or less going to this concert stuff. So it was great having the ability to have them there and like set up a little canopy and just kind of like chill and enjoy the live music and all of these people that I played. Well, that's what I was talking about at the beginning of the show. Getting the ability to make friends with some of these incredible musicians and having the honor and the pleasure to share the stage with these guys, because these guys were just head and shoulders. I mean, the first time I met Eric was at Tuscola Joe's, which is no longer there, but it was a mom and pop restaurant on the corner of 24 and 46. And that other side of the restaurant was a bar, and it was just absolutely amazing. I walk into this place, and here's Eric doing Steelheart's karaoke, Never Let You Go, and just killing it. Like, dude, it's pitch perfect. And I don't know if you ever heard that song. Look it up. Steelheart, Never Let You Go.
Can you hum a few bars?
Yeah, I need a tourniquet and something to twist off my nuts, because that dude is literally through the rafters.
No, what are the lyrics? What are like the chorus?
Oh God, I think it's like Angel Eyes. Da, da, da. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, the dun 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 don't sound so familiar.
Yeah, well, I can't pull it up because I'll get a copyright strike. But yeah, Steelheart, look it up. And it's funny because just when you think the song isn't going to sing any higher, he goes through the rafters, man. It's insane.
I don't think I know it, because, or at least I'm not sure, because I was playing that in my head, like as you're saying it.
Yeah.
And when I got to, like, I got 3 or 4 lines in, and I came up with, and I still haven't found.
Nope.
It's totally different song.
Totally different song. Yeah, it's insane. He gets so high in the freaking rafters. Well, I mean, think about it. Most of those 80s guys.
I've done that before.
Well, that's a different kind of high. I had a couple of edibles before the show, but no, it's funny because a lot of those 80s guys could sing higher than most of the females in the 80s. And
right.
it was insane to hear the vocal acrobatics that these guys did. Like, and the screams that these guys could literally sing in pitch, like, holy shit balls. And like seeing some of these guys, like Sebastian Bach. I remember when Skid Row came out with one of their title tracks, Youth Gone Wild, and just like 18 in Life. And then
I love that song.
I Remember You. And just like all of these great fucking songs. And they followed it up with a badass record called Slave to the Grind. And like, it's killer listening to it on the CD, but when you hear them live, holy shit, man.
Yeah, it's like, there's something almost, what's the word? I was gonna say textual, but that's not it.
Oh yeah.
Like I can't think of the word. Like you feel it as opposed to
It's a
just hearing
catharsis,
it,
man,
you
because
know?
it's an emotional response because you're getting blasted in the face with something
Yeah,
live.
it's the like because you're live, you're actually experiencing it like the the vibrations
Yes.
of this
Yes.
performance.
Yup.
It's completely different than, you know.
That's the way it was when I saw Strapping Young Lad with Devin Townsend. And I was like, holy shit, this is some of the heaviest shit I've ever freaking heard. And then to listen to Devin Townsend sing, like, holy fuck, this dude. He's got one of those voices that he can just literally hum the sweetest lullaby and just has this beautiful voice, but then sound like a legion of demons that are going to haunt your nightmares. And I'm just like, Jesus Christ, man. And like, he was doing that stuff with Steve Vai off of the record Sex and Religion. Just holy cow, dude. Devin Townsend is such a powerhouse. And then if you guys want a great depiction of Devin Townsend's range, he did a EMG video called Kingdom. It was he was at the EMG studio or whatever, and they were recording it. And it's literally him playing to a backing track that he recorded. And he did this whole entire thing live in the EMG studio. There was no edits. There was none of this bullshit auto tune. It's literally him with a live microphone, him playing guitar, and go. And holy fuck. You want to watch a guy that's incredibly animated and so damn good at his craft. Like, he makes it look easy. It's sickening.
He's so amazing. I hate it.
Right. Because that's the thing. Is like when you can add so much animation and do so many musical acrobatics with the talent that you have when it comes to being a musician or a singer, and then combining those two and making it look effortless, you're like, I fucking hate you because that is so hard to do. Like, it's funny because talking with my daughter, she's like, Dad, how do you do this thing? And I'm like, it's like this, it's like this, and it's like this. Like, intentionally trying to show her slowly so she's not going to get discouraged, because that's the thing, is being a musician, you can easily turn off less experienced musicians because they're like, well, this is fucking dumb. I'm not going to do this. Because
it's too complicated. They get that kind of.
It looks complicated. Yeah.
I'll never get there. So why should I even bother?
Right. It looks complicated, or somebody's not breaking it down, because it's one of those things that a lot of guitar players do stuff very cryptically. So one of the things that I tried to show each one of my children, because each one of them are incredible at their craft. Like, my oldest daughter, Alexis, can sing amazingly. My son, Sean, is holy fuck an amazing drummer. And then you have my daughter, Madison, is like, Dad, I'm doing everything. And I'm like, fucking go. So teaching each one of them to do stuff and go, hey, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. Now just play it really, really fast, perfectly. And you'll blow people's minds every single time. So my daughter's response was, how do you make it look so easy? You've been doing this since you were 3. I've been doing this for 33 years. Like, she grabbed a set of sticks and jumped on the drums at 3 years old and was banging the snot out of these things. She's now 20. And I don't think there's not
to your experience level.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's like, it's crazy because she didn't stick with it, but I don't think there's an instrument that she can't pick up and make some sort of music come out of it. It's incredible to watch.
It is. I mean, like, just from what I know of the people that I have seen, I've never seen her before. But having seen you play, there's I know too many talented people that make me look bad. I gotta know. I gotta start knowing, like, meeting some more boring people.
You say that,
I
and yet when we
want to be the interesting person in the room.
you say that, and when yet we're doing Gardic phone, you can literally outdraw anybody.
No, not true at all. Sock has me beat hands down. Bojack. That other
Artsy
dude's pretty
Sock.
dang good too. Yeah, all right, yeah. Well, she's the first one I said.
Yeah.
Brian, of course, has me beat hands down. There's that other guy. I can't remember his name, but he comes on with Bo Jackson.
Oh, you talk about Josh.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all really good.
Yeah, we gotta get back onto that chill stream, man. It's just been
They
so
do it on the
fucking
regular
crazy.
though.
Yeah, they do. Speaking of that, where is your brother at, man? Is he popping up on here or what?
I have not seen a response from him. He's in the middle of doing something. He's playing Grand Theft Auto.
Of course he is.
And short of switching over to the other Discord channel to say, "Hey, want to come join us?" I don't even know if he's even going to notice any messages from me.
I mean, that's fair. If he's doing GTA, I know he does that shit for fucking ever on Twitch, because I've watched a couple of his streams on one of my off days, and jumped in and chat and said howdy. But yeah, like that dude is so dedicated, man. I don't know if you're able to catch a lot of his live streams or whatnot, but just watching his D&D stuff, like, guys, go check out Action Surge. Like, seriously, this is not me hyping shit up. This is not me, oh, hey, just get this guy views and likes and subscriptions and whatnot. No, like, incredible content creator. Go check him out. Like, it's the guy's got some great stuff that he does. And this dude can draw. Like, was that just a gene that you guys stumbled upon and went, "Hey, I'm great at this"? Like, all of you can draw. How the hell is that possible?
It's family trait, chaos.
Yeah.
My other sisters. It's from my dad's side, because I have my youngest sister, Cheyenne, is from my mom and my stepdad, and she's a talented musician. Like,
Okay.
she's good at musical instruments, but drawing, obviously is not. It's clear that it came from my dad's side.
Well, that's what's crazy is we've had Chaos on, we've had your brother on, and when you guys were doing Gardic Phone, and all of you are just so damn good at drawing. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to master stick figures and words.
Incidentally, part of the reason that I was late is because I wasn't paying attention at the time. I was drawing.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Jesus. I was drawing something. Sorry, I got to turn off this alarm. I'm gonna ask her to send that over.
Okay.
To me. Because it's not finished, but I got it quite a bit done. Hopefully she'll see that quick and she can send it over. I'll put it up in the Discord chat.
There you go.
She's got this app where it's like it gives you drawing prompts.
Nice.
Like
similar to Gardic Phone.
Sort of like Gardic Phone. It's except it's just you. It's for you.
Yeah.
And you're not timed or anything. And so the type of the type of one that we went for is a cross between two characters.
Okay.
And I gotta. She hasn't even seen the message yet, so I really don't. I don't want to like talk it up or anything without having the picture.
Well, it is the top of the hour, so we need to get some shout outs. We can pop off with that after shout outs because hopefully she's seen the message at that point in time. So we're going to pop over to the wall of fame that everybody is on. And yeah, do you want to do the ones that are under the umbrella? And then I will do the ones that we're affiliated with? Or how do you want to do that, Brandon?
That works for me.
Okay.
Okay, so the screen hasn't popped up yet. It helps when I have the picture.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
There we go. Okay. So under our banner, under the Strange Friends Media letterhead, in all of our official documentation.
Of course, yes.
We have, of course, Don't Make This Weird, which y'all are watching right now.
That's right.
Chill Stream, Guitar Fridays, Was It Worth It? Suck My Deck. I just put the weirdest kind of emphasis on that.
You do. You
kind of sort of Magic Gaming Jerks. Kind of sort of.
Yeah.
Tepid Striker Gaming.
That's right.
Baghead and
Baghead.
Right down the Baghead. And Initiative Impossible.
It's Initiative Impossible.
Yeah. I'm looking at it right now. It's Initiative.
And the ones that we're affiliated with or we hang out with or sometimes we do a guest spot on is MTG Attitude, MTG Dreamer, Twiddler's Place, Action Surge, which is one we were just talking about. Rule of Cool. What's that?
Oh, I'm noticing that DJ Longhair still isn't on there.
Oh, what the fuck? How did that not get on there?
And you know what? You know who else should join?
Who's that?
We should also get Captain Waffles up there.
Yeah, we need some Captain Waffles. And then we've got This Is My Brain and then Chaos Gaming. Go check those guys out. They're in the featured channels tab.
That was a solid effort on that.
I'm doing my best to do the best Brandon impression of Chaos Gaming. But yeah, guys, go check them out. They're in the featured channels tab. There you go. And we also want to give a shout out to our patrons. Thank you guys so much. We got the weirdos over there with Editor J and Mr. Guy. Brandon, do you want to do the deck heads if you can see them?
Yep. No, it hasn't popped up yet, but the deck heads would be Evil Dave or Big Box Dave. Possibly both of them. I don't know. I got a load of someone and Relentless Magic.
Absolutely.
Supporting us as deck heads. What a bunch of deck heads. They're wonderful.
We love our deck heads.
We're still waiting on attracting some groupies. I don't think you heard what I said before.
What's that?
You were talking about how you were like you weren't a groupie per
right.
se, but you weren't really much of a roadie. And so I said, "Oh, so you were like a grody."
Something like that, yeah. Yeah, because you were pretty grody back then. Like, see, here's the thing. Back in the day, and then we'll get back to your story. Back in the day, those lights were hot as fuck. So if you're outside playing or if you're inside playing, depending on what the venue is, especially in the summertime, you've got these hot-ass lights literally blistering your face and every other part of your body. So you became grody very quickly. Because I remember Rock the Beach Festival. It was the precursor to the Cheeseburger Festival. And we had an absolute blast doing that. Like my band played up there a couple of different times. And the amount of your sweating, which was just absolutely disgusting. Plus, you got sand in all the places, and it's coarse, and no one likes it. But I'm telling you, man,
Shut up, Amy.
I could not get fast enough into the shower after most sets, especially of being a grody, because good God, man, alcohol, smelling like smoke, it was disgusting.
Okay, so it's in the chat now for the
Okay.
Discord channel, and the prompt was crossing Stitch from Lilo and Stitch.
Okay.
With Prince Charming.
Okay.
From Cinderella.
Do we need to pull this up in chat?
You can pull that up if you want.
All right, there we go.
It's not done yet. It still needs a bit of work. So
I mean that's kind of scary. It looks like a fucking gremlin, dude.
Well, Stitch is like a freaking gremlin.
Stitch is Stitch. What was his number? He was like what, 365 or some bullshit like that.
312. Well, yeah, I can Google it.
I don't even remember what it was, but like he was one of the many that were made. Because he wasn't the first one, was he? I don't think he was.
Experiment
626. That's what it was.
No. 626 is a different one. Because that was a movie or a video game.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe you are right.
Dude, I know my Disney movies.
You are right. Okay.
Yeah, Experiment 626, baby. Who's a Stitch fan? Woo! See, I can remember stupid shit like that. But when it comes to like, hey, Tony, what'd you do for breakfast this morning? I go all potato brain and none of it. None of it, man. I got nothing. I don't know. I could have like had
You wouldn't take the Stitch shirt.
air for breakfast or something.
The heck was that?
Oh, that's Melissa. She's over there telling me that I wouldn't take her Stitch shirt. And I'm like, yeah, I can't pull off cute and cuddly. I'm just saying. No,
What are
I
you
talking
about? You're adorable.
Well, that's because I'm fun size, bro. I'm only 5'5".
You are. It's, I enjoy, like, if we got to go somewhere, I can just fit you right in my pocket.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
Okay,
oh, God.
No, let's just do this. Copy. And come over here and paste.
What are you doing?
I'm just putting up
Oh, you got another one?
A comparison.
Okay. Why
Which
is
I
that
can
not,
see. I can see I made his fingers way too big.
why is that not popping up? Is it still loading?
It's already in there for me.
Let me reload chat. There we go. Ah, yes. Okay. Ta-ta. That's cool.
So, like, it's not done. I mean, I guess it could be done because it's not like I'm doing this for a contest or anything. I'm just. She just opened up the app to show me something, and then she activated it, and it was Stitch crossed with Prince Charming, and I'm like, I now have that in my head, and I want to draw it.
Right.
So that's what came of it.
That's funny.
You didn't put it on camera, did you?
Of course I did.
Oh, you. I mean,
You
that's
didn't
fine.
say
I
don't
have
put
no
it on
problem.
camera. You said it's in chat. So I popped it up in chat. So, anyways, finish with your story.
Which story?
Or was that the one you were talking about, the picture?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
What was the story?
I thought there was another one before that, but before we went to the top of the hour break.
Oh yeah, no, I was just gonna. That was because you were talking about us drawing and stuff, and
Yeah.
that's what I did. Like that's the first time I've drawn since the last time we did Chill Stream.
Yep. Which has
'Cause
been
I
far
mean-
too damn long.
Yeah, I don't do it a lot. Because it's one of those things where, like you were saying before, when you watch an expert do it,
Yep.
it makes you. It can end up making you feel like, oh, I'll never get there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And between my little sister and my big brother and a couple of my big sisters,
Right.
I don't like it. It definitely feels like I'm the one lagging, especially since I didn't really do much drawing at all while I was overseas. So there were like years. Well, I mean, like there at least I would say there were at least months.
Right.
Like I would go months without drawing anything,
Okay.
and so I didn't. I wasn't. That's a muscle. You exercise like any other
Yep.
muscle.
Yep.
Your creativity is a muscle, and if you don't, work on it and keep it in shape,
Yep.
it gets saggy
Yeah.
and looks bad in the mirror.
Wait, how do you have access to my mirror, Brandon?
my my creativity is a winter bod. That's
Gotcha. You should probably do something about that, bro.
my siblings' creativities are like rocking, summer beach bikini bods. I'm rocking the, big thick sweater winter, dad gut creativity bod.
So what you're saying is they're rocking the Top Gun and you're rocking the Polar Express.
Okay. Yeah.
Sure. Right.
Yeah. I don't know that I get that one.
Yeah, well, the summertime jets and the wintertime train.
Oh, okay. I got you. All right. Yeah. I was not thinking season wise. I was like, wait, okay, so one had Tom Cruise and one had Tom Hanks.
Right.
Were you like, was that where your comparison was? Or like, you confused me. I was mystified. I was lost.
Hey, it's those weird connections and those synapses fire differently. That's what's so funny is like, I love the art of conversation. And I know that's probably out in left field someplace. But when you say something and you do like word association, like Heather and I have done that a couple of times on the show. Where like you'll say a word and like, what's the first thing that pops into your brain? And it's so funny how like when someone, oh God, what was it? We did this one time and it was funny because she was like, okay, first word that comes to mind is like yogurt. And I'm like, slinger. And she's like, what the hell are you talking about? And I was like, well, what was yours? Yogurt. And she's like, fruit on the bottom, man. And she's like, why you gotta make shit weird all the time?
Nice.
But yeah, I was thinking, the seasons, and you went to Tom Cruise and Tom Hanks. Like, that's what's so fun about.
Or like my mind, I was literally like, was it Tom Cruise versus Tom Hanks? Was it realistic versus Uncanny Valley unsettling? Or what? Is that where you were going with it? I don't get how you were comparing our creativities,
Well, it was, high performance to, all right, hey, it's a fun time story with kids. There's still, choreography and animation and elements to this whole entire thing. One's a summer blockbuster and the other one's just, all right, grab some hot cocoa and a blanket or a Snuggie or whatever the hell it is that you sit on the couch to watch winter movies with because, the weather outside's frightful. So,
right. But the $10,000 furnace is delightful.
Oh God, yes. It's funny. I find myself, especially the way that this heat has been lately, so thankful for the gentleman or the lady that invented air conditioning. Because, dude, central air is a lifesaver. Because, I battled with mowing lawns yesterday in like 91 degree heat with stupid amounts of humidity. And yeah, the one lawn took me an hour. The other one took me like, well, I was there from like 1:32 to like 5:30. And I was like, I can't do this anymore. Plus it started to rain. So that totally just like put the kibosh on everything. And I was like, damn it. So yeah, there's that. And you know, when you're this short and furry, when you're sweaty, no one's having any fun. Just saying. No one. Absolutely no one.
You made me, when you said that, you made me think of that scene in Dogma. Yeah. There is no pleasure, no rapture, no exquisite sin greater than central air.
Yes. Yes. Such a great movie, man. Why aren't they making movies like that where it literally just sticks the middle finger to the establishment and goes, this shit's fucking hilarious.
Because like Hollywood, the streets of Hollywood are paved with eggshells now, you know?
Yeah. Good God, man.
It's
like, what happened to Mel Brooks? What happened to, Richard Pryor, man? What Eddie Murphy, bro?
They say, like, people, I've seen people say, like, oh, Blazing Saddles, you couldn't make that now. And like, apparently that Mel Brooks, that's been, someone said that to Mel Brooks, and he's like, we couldn't make it then.
Right.
That was not the kind of thing that you get approved.
Well, and on top of, like, look at the comparison between that Blazing Saddles and like Tropic Thunder, which I fucking love. Tropic Thunder. I'm a dude dressed as a dude playing another dude.
It's such a great movie.
Such a great movie, man.
The thing is the studio oversight is a big part of it.
Right.
I think it was Galaxy Quest.
Oh my God, I love that movie.
It's such a wonderful movie.
Yes.
And the reason it turned out so good is because they didn't have hardly anything in the way of studio oversight, because at the same time that studio was making Gladiator.
Yep.
And if I remember correctly, it was Gladiator, and something was going wrong on the set. So all the focus was on Gladiator, so they could just be like, hey, we need this. Oh, okay, whatever. Yeah, let's go ahead. And so they just got away with being able to, make the movie they wanted to make.
Yes.
Because they said, they even said, like, if you're going to make if you want to make a good movie, the way you want to make it, you have to go with a studio that's making something else much bigger.
Yep. Well, I mean, that was
focuses on your little movie.
That's one of the things that I thoroughly enjoyed about those actors that were like Tony Shalhoub, Tim Allen, Sigourney Weaver, Alan Rickman, dude. Like, and then having Sam Rockwell. I fucking love Sam Rockwell.
Oh yeah, that was actually kind of his big break, if I remember correctly.
Oh, he had done other movies at that point in time.
Yeah, he'd done other movies before that, but that was like, that was kind of what like started him on his rise. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Now he's like one of the like best character actors in Hollywood. You know?
Oh, I love his work in The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Iron Man 2. What was the other one that he did with
Mr. Right was a good one.
Yes, Mr. Right. God, I love that movie.
That's a great. I think that's Chaos's favorite movie.
Dude, I was bored as shit one day. Pulled that movie up and watched it. I'm like, wow, this is actually a really good movie.
Yeah, because it's not like it wasn't made for just this person or just this.
Right.
It wasn't made for just the the women or the men or anything. It had everything. It had for people that wanted comedy, it was funny as hell.
Yeah.
For people that wanted romance, there was a lot of romance to it. For people who wanted action, and there were some good thrills there.
Yeah.
It was really entertaining. Like it had everything it needed to, and the timing, the pacing was perfect.
Yes. Well, and that's the thing that I've stood by and defended from day one of watching this movie in theaters was Kate and Leopold. Like it wasn't your standard rom-com because like it had fucking time travel in it.
Right. And I haven't seen that since like around when it came out.
Dude.
I do remember that like I felt weird that I liked it because it's like, oh God, it's a romance movie. I shouldn't enjoy this.
Right.
I'm a guy, at the time that came out, I think I was in the Army. I'm like,
right.
I can't be liking this stuff.
Well, it was one of those things that like, so I was trying to go for a movie critic thing and just getting my feet wet. So this company that I was working for, they're like, okay, here you go. Here's your first assignment. Go do a movie critique on a new release called Kate and Leopold. And I was like, okay, cool, whatever. Not realizing what it was, didn't know anything about it, but jumped in and went and watched this movie. And I'm like, fuck, that was a good movie. Why do I like a rom-com? Wait a minute. It had time travel in it. And it had chivalry. And then it had, like Hugh Jackman and Liv Schreiber, whatever the fuck his name is.
Liv Schreiber.
Yeah. And then, just all of this stuff. And I'm like, oh my God. Like watching him be a guy's guy. In all this stuff that he was, plus he had like that just absolute brilliant mind, the way that they cast his character, the one that Hugh Jackman played, Leopold. Mm-hmm. Like fresh creamy butter.
He was playing the guy that invented the elevator or something like that.
Yes, the Duke of Albany.
Yeah, like I said, it's been that long.
To me, so that's the thing, is I aspire to be that kind of Renaissance man where you have, the study of physical science, of levers and all this other stuff. And you have this brilliant, refined mind and just the way that you speak and the etiquette that you have. Like nobody does that shit anymore. But when you do, as they depicted it in the movie, you absolutely captivate the room.
Right.
And it's like, holy shit, man. Can I be that cool when I grow up? Can I be that charismatic when I become an adult?
It kind of makes you wish that that movie Limitless was a documentary.
No shit, bro. God, that was such a great movie.
Yeah, like just the concept of you take this pill and it it's not about necessarily making you smarter. It's about like
the motivation,
making you focus. You know, and. Well, no, I guess it was kind of about making you smarter too, because if I remember correctly, like by the end of the movie, I think his IQ was like in the 4 digits or something like that.
It's something like that. Yeah, it was ridiculous.
And it's like, but you still don't have telepathy. That's not cool.
Well, and it's funny too.
Have you ever seen the series?
No, I have not watched the series yet.
I have. I think they only got 1 season of it, which was unfortunate. But they had Bradley Cooper as a recurring character, as his character, except he was like, what was he? He was like I think he was a politician.
Yeah,
like he was like running for office, but he had been using that stuff.
Yeah,
and so. But the movie the show is about like this kind of like loser, another like,
Yeah. Yeah.
down on his luck, kind of grubby loser type character. Um, but the in the show, like it's kind of introduced the concept that only certain people can take the drug without it burning them out.
Really?
Because that kind of happened in the movie where he ran into someone that was off of it, and they looked like meth addicts. And so in the show, this guy was like one of the few people that could take it, and it didn't like.
There was no downside.
There was no downside for him.
Right. Right.
And so like it's like one of those like The Mentalist or Castle, where it's, brilliant person and the FBI.
Yep.
So like that kind of thing.
Gotcha. Okay.
And Bradley Cooper was in there like multiple times, not as just a quick cameo. He was actually part of the storyline in several episodes.
Really?
Yeah. And
I gotta watch that now, because I
really
loved Bradley Cooper in that.
It was a really good show, and it had what's her name, Jennifer Carpenter, I think.
Okay.
The girl that plays Deb in Dexter.
Oh yeah, I loved her in that too.
Yeah, she's like the FBI agent that's like his handler or whatever.
No shit, that's cool. That's very cool. I gotta watch it now.
It's a really fun show.
Well, we're almost done with this. And speaking of fun shows, which is another show I have to catch up on, The Boys season 4 is out, and they just dropped episode 4. I've already watched all 3 episodes prior to that. And oh my God, it's so good.
I actually finally just got around, like 3-4 weeks ago, I got around to watching season 3, because I started watching it and then got distracted with whatever I got distracted with. And, it's not a show that I can really watch with my girls around. So,
no, it is not a child-friendly show.
So yeah, I went back to it, and it was, I watched the season 3 just like 3-4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And it was good.
Oh, it's so good.
Like
Stormlander.
Yeah. I was not expecting sorry, you got me off guard there. I was not expecting, because with shows, especially like the Netflix or the streaming service shows,
yeah,
it feels like they start to like stop giving them as much attention or funding or whatever.
Yeah.
After like the first couple seasons, and so
right,
when you don't have the funding, you don't usually have the the writing.
Yeah.
Like
they stopped giving a shit about it all.
They stopped. But that was, it just surprised me that it was. and it surprised me with what like the stuff that happened in there.
Yeah.
Like, I never thought that we'd get a backstory on Black Noir. I certainly didn't think it would involve cartoons.
That was fucking great, man. Oh. Wait till you see what happens in season 4.
Well, it's in 4 episodes in now?
Yep, 4 episodes in.
How many episodes do they do in the seasons?
I think they do like 8 or 10.
8 or 12.
I don't remember. But yeah.
I think I saw a picture of some kind of girl with something going on with her face.
Yeah.
And I don't know where they're going with that. Like, is there aliens or?
Yeah. Yeah, that gets really interesting.
And I also have not watched the show or the spinoff. Gen V, I think.
Yeah, Gen V. Yeah, I haven't watched that either. I mean, I guess they talk about some things that are kind of relevant, but I mean, it's The Boys, man. That whole
Think it-
universe is completely fucked.
I I think Gen V is like more aimed at younger adults.
Yeah, well, it's a shared universe. So with all the
Yeah,
stuff that they're
yeah.
doing, that was like what was it, the cartoon one that they did of The Boys?
Diabolical.
Yeah, Diabolical. I fucking love that one. That was so
I
good. Like there's things that they could do in
think I've seen
Diabolical.
that, but I'm not certain.
Yeah, so there's things that they were able to do in Diabolical that they couldn't do in live action, which I thought was just absolutely great. Like, go watch that. It's
Yeah,
so
no, I
cool.
think I have seen that with the baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain I've seen that.
And then I just finished season 2 of Invincible, which, oh God, it's so good. My son actually turned me on to that.
It took me a minute because like I've watched that show. I love that show, but
Yeah.
there's so much. There's so much these days. You said Invincible, and my mind went to Mark Wahlberg, and
Yep.
I was like, what?
Oh,
Is that serious?
it's an animation.
No, yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah.
I'm curious because I left. You know how they had, like they did like 3 or 4 episodes and they just stopped.
Yep.
For I don't know why or for how long. I don't know when they picked back up.
Right.
But I got to a point where I was like, okay, I guess I just wait until someone says it's back on.
Yeah. They just dropped all the episodes for season 2.
Out of sight, out of mind, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Such a good show and so dark.
Yeah.
It's right up there with The Boys. I love it.
Yeah. It's
Anyways.
definitely a boys vibe to it.
Yeah. Well, hey, cats and kiddos and kittens, go check out all these shows that we've talked about, all this music we've discussed, and all the links that are in the description, because we also have sponsors. Brandon, do you want to talk about that real quick?
Yeah, I can do that. First of all, we've got Dubby Jitterless Energy Drinks,
Good stuff.
which is good stuff. It actually doesn't taste like chemical crap.
Nope.
It's a little bit sugary, but that just means you didn't put enough water in yet.
And use ice. Ice gets rid of that sugar taste.
It does. It really does. That's helpful. And it mellows it out just perfectly so that it tastes like something you want to drink. You know, I've ordered like 2 of the tubs. I've ordered a sample pack. I got one of the hydration mixes, the non-caffeinated hydration mixes. I'm really enjoying it. It's really good stuff, and yeah, happy to be affiliated with them.
Absolutely.
Then our longest running one is Gemtech Accessories. They do trading card game deck boxes, sleeves, backpacks, and other kind of gear. Heck, even arms like the thing that's holding your mic right now. The one that holds the cameras on SMD.
Yes. Yes.
The mounts that we have now for our cameras are from Gemtech. They're a smaller company that mostly like services businesses as
Yep.
opposed to individuals.
Yep.
But the way they have it set up, you can go to their website and pre-order stuff. So when they actually finish a manufacturing run, your name is on the list and it gets sent to you at the same time it gets sent to any store.
Right.
And they have stuff that's available to order directly. But they'll also on a regular, like every 2 months or something like that, they'll put out a new deck box and you can get on and pre-order that. And if you do that with our code, you not only save, I believe it's 10%. You save 10% on your order, but it also kicks a little back into our pockets.
Yeah.
Which helps us out from the show.
And we greatly appreciate that.
Absolutely. And then finally, our newest sponsor or affiliate, our newest affiliate is Inked Gaming. They do mouse pads, gaming mats, play mats. If you remember from Suck My Deck, the infamous 8-bit J playmat that was made through custom playmats setting in on Inked Gaming.
Nice.
They make playmats and stuff like that, and really cool. They have pre-drawn or already created artwork there that you can get for playmats, mouse pads, table mats, whatever.
That's cool.
Or you can custom order.
Heck yeah.
Which I think is really awesome. And I will be doing that sometime soon.
Absolutely.
Getting putting in an order of several for art, like some artwork, so to sell.
Nice.
That's just a side note. But yeah, those are our affiliates. Their links are in the description box below. The codes should be there.
Yep.
Or following the links will, for at least one or two of them, if you go onto the link, it'll take you there and it'll log it as coming from us. But yeah, there should be codes down there too. And you just to make doubly sure that you get your discount,
Yeah, and those codes help us out, so we appreciate that. Absolutely. So as we have brought another show to the end, episode 331, man.
Oh my goodness, we're 2 shows away from a third of 1,000.
33rd. Yeah, that's crazy. But didn't we just celebrate episode 300? I don't know how to process this.
It was 5 days ago, wasn't it?
Something like that. Yeah. I blink and here we are. But yeah, guys, we appreciate you all hanging out with us. Another episode in the books. Yeah, just when we think we can't fill 5 minutes, we have filled almost an hour and 40 minutes. So we appreciate you guys. Yeah, do all the likey social media thingies with the subscription buttons and notification bells and all of that other stuff. And yeah, let the algorithms know that you guys like this stuff.
However you want to interact with that subscribe button and the notification bell.
Yeah.
However it feels right for you.
Yeah. And hey, hit us up on Patreon. We got stuff up there too.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
We did not plug that at all.
Nope.
That's also down in the description below. If you want to support the channel, it's real cheap, couple bucks a month.
Yeah.
Helps us out. Every little bit helps.
Absolutely. Helps us pay the bills. Helps us keep our faces live in this rectangle. There you go. So yeah, I think that's it. Is there anything else we're missing, Brandon?
I think just the thing, right?
The thing.
Yeah. The Heather thing.
The Heather thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you want me to do that?
Sure.
Okay. Okay. Okay, I can do that.
Okay. Do the thing, Brandon.
Hey, remember, keep it weird.
See you guys later.